So we are so excited for those of you who have already signed up for the Balance program. We have about 30 people who've signed up already. There's still time to sign up if you haven't yet and are interested in the Balance program. I just wanted to share a few tips in the next 2 weeks to get ready for your Balance program, things that you want to think about. So because this is a virtual Balance program, you're going to be watching me and following along on your TV or your iPad or your computer. I want you to find a very safe location in your house where you can watch the TV or your computer and also hold on to a chair or a sturdy table. So you're going to want to ideally have something next to you like this, and maybe something else on the other side like a sturdy table or the back of a sturdy chair or a counter. You can also have your walker in front of you. We're going to be doing different movements, forward, sideways, backwards. You're going to want to have room to move, but you also want to have something that you can hold on to if you need it for balance. Okay? So really important over the next 2 weeks that you experiment with some place in your home where you can stand and practice these balance exercises. The second thing I want to share with you is the importance of listening to your body and going slow with these exercises. I'm going to be going at a slow level as well, but if it feels like it's too much, then you can always sit down, you can always rest. We just ask that you try and do as much as you can without any pain. A little bit of mild discomfort is okay. You know the difference between something that should not be feeling this way and something that may be just a little bit of achiness as you work through it. The third thing that I want to mention is how important it is to practice the balance exercises as you feel comfortable using less of your hand support. So if you're always holding on to your walker while you're doing these balance exercises, or always holding on to the chair and the counter and never testing and challenging your balance, you may not improve your balance as quickly as you would if you were to just be very careful and experiment using less fingertips, less hands. That's going to get you further along than if you really hold on tight all the time. You have to take some safe steps towards using your hands less and less and less, and relying more on your feet and developing a sense called proprioception, which is the awareness of your body in space. That's why sometimes during these exercises, especially if they're too easy for you and you don't feel challenged, I'll have people close their eyes because it forces you to use your proprioception instead of your vision to improve your balance. Most of us rely way too much on our eyesight to help with our balance. And then when we turn our head, or maybe our glasses aren't the right prescription, then we can't see the crack in the road or the uneven ground, then we trip. But if you have good proprioception, you can feel and you don't need to worry about falling and tripping because you have good proprioception, or awareness of your sense of self in space. Proprioception is located, if you will, in your joints, and then it communicates to our nervous system so that we can respond more quickly to uneven ground or things that pop up. So while we try really hard to, stay on even terrain and, always use the walker, sometimes things come up and it can throw us off balance. So you want to be prepared for those instances. And that's why it can be beneficial to practice being destabilized and then finding your stability in your own true self and body, and not relying on external things to catch us, if that makes sense. So I hope that makes sense. If it's unclear, I'm going to be educating more and more on this, but just remember to conclude that you need to find a safe place to balance. So have a chair on either side of you or a table, maybe a walker in front of you. And that the other really important thing is that you need to be able to let go or hold on with just a couple fingers so that you really start to move in those ankles, kind of weeble wobble, and really feel like you're concentrating hard to balance. Otherwise, if it feels too easy because you're just holding on, you're not going to see as much benefit, okay? And in the first month, if you have to hold on all the time because you're scared or you just don't feel like you can move very well, that's fine. Hopefully at the end of the 3 months, you've worked towards just a little bit using less of your fingers to support you, okay? You're gonna get a lot of improvement and notice beneficial results even if you do hold on, because we're gonna be building strength and flexibility. But to really improve your balance, you have to challenge your balance. And in order to challenge your balance, your body has to feel a little bit unsteady some of the time in order for your body to adapt to that unsteadiness. Our bodies don't just build strength and improve our balance out of thin air. They have to have an external stimulus that challenges their balance, challenges their strength, challenges their cardiovascular fitness in order for the body to adapt and rebuild in whatever area it needs to rebuild and get better adapted at. So I hope that makes sense. Please reach out if you have any questions. Our number is *41 up here in the fitness center, and we'll talk to you next time.